Hello, welcome back to Hawks Tarot. I'm Dr. Jennifer Hawks. We're going to try something a little new. I'm going to do a mindset checkup. So if you guys like it, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe so I know which content you guys are looking for. But it's a midweek mindset checkup with Dr. Hawks. So we're going to ask the cards for each sign. I'm going to go Aries through Pisces. I will timestamp in the comment section below once the video is uploaded. And we're going to go per sign to ask current mindset, any adjustments we need to make to that mindset for our highest good. And then I'm going to pull a botanical inspiration as well. So hopefully this is something that helps a lot of you. And of course, you just let me know what kind of content you like, and I'll put more of that out there, okay? So we're going to start with Osho Zen Tarot, and we're going to start with Aries. All right. So for my Aries, what is the Aries mindset? What is the Aries mindset? What's the mindset for my Aries right now? Are some of you... I think there's some codependency going on with some of the Aries right now. You got turning in on its side, and then you got aloneness, and you got conditioning. So I'm almost kind of getting this feeling that you're not allowing yourself the alone time that you need to truly see things clearly, because part of your conditioning, this could be codependency aspects. It could also be abandonment issues. But part of you is not wanting to spend time alone because you feel lonely. But remember that we have to be our own best friend, right? So as far as a mindset check-in goes, please make sure that you're not just seeking attention or seeking to be around people just so you don't feel lonely, right? When we're alone, that is when we can truly reflect and look at things and think clearly. So I think the mindset right now with some of my Aries is coming out as a fear of abandonment and or a fear of being alone. And it's almost like you need to just spend some time alone to think clearly. But part of how you feel about yourself and the way that you were brought up is not allowing you to do that. You're not wanting to spend time alone, even though that might be exactly what you need. Angel deck, anything else you can show me here for Aries mindset? 8 of water to the 3 of water. So there may be something that you need to walk away from, that you need to separate yourself from, but you're not allowing yourself to separate from it. You keep going back to maybe the same friend group or the same people, even if you've outgrown them or they're not really serving your current path. You may have a desire to move on, but you keep going back to the same thing. There could be a need here to have a little bit more fun as well. Yeah, I'm just getting the sensation that you have you're not enjoying your alone time the way that would benefit you the most. So please make sure that you squash any fears of abandonment, any conditioning around codependency, and that you appreciate that time that you have with yourself and for yourself. Advice for Aries. New vision is your advice. So if you know there's something that you need to move on from, or you need to allow yourself to release, take that time alone to allow yourself to clearly think about what you want for your life and where you want it to go. Because going back to the same thing, or having these fears of abandonment or these codependency issues in your conditioning is actually affecting your life as well as the new adventure that you're supposed to have moving forward. You get a botanical inspiration for Aries. Botanical inspiration. You got a few here. So the first one that came out was Yellow Rose, which is enthusiasm and friendship. A single rose can be my garden. A single friend, my world. Okay, and then you got honeysuckle, which is making me think of the codependency because it says domestic happiness and devoted affection. I will wind thee in my arms, so doth the woodbine, the honeysuckle, gently entwist. That fear of being alone, right? That wanting to have that domestic happiness, have that affection, have that person there with you, for you, have that level of support. But remember, you need to support yourself and your emotional growth and support what your inner self wants as well as what you want moving forward in your life. Mm-hmm. I'm just laughing at this other one. And then you have lilac. First emotions of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own hat. So some of you may still, and this could be about a mindset of seeking happiness outside of yourself, needing love in your life from somebody else because you're not quite giving it to yourself. And instead of feeling good on your own, you're allowing that to make you feel lonely. But make sure you heal yourself and you spend that quiet reflection time. You spend that time on yourself before hopping into another relationship. And definitely try to avoid seeking validation and emotional fulfillment through relationships or through others. All right, that's your midweek mindset checkup, Aries. Let's move on into Taurus. All right, Taurus. So, what is the mindset for Taurus? What's Taurus's mindset? For Taurus, please. What is Taurus's mindset? Oh my goodness. The outsider. You got the card schizophrenia and the wheel, which is change, as well as the first one that came out was the outsider. This kind of reminds me of that like Five of Pentacles left out in the cold. Taurus, I feel like you got a lot going on mentally right now, and you want things to change. And you kind of feel like you're left out of the loop, right? I had a feeling I dropped one more. Understanding. You're trying to make sense of it all, is your mindset right now. You do feel left out. You got a lot going on mentally. You're wanting things to change. You're wanting a level of understanding. But it also seems like you're just trying to like go with the flow and hope that someone like hooks you in or reels you back in, because you're just not super happy with where things are right now. And your mindset could be a little bit of a lack mentality or a little bit of feeling bad for yourself, or it's like you've got so many thoughts and you're just keeping on, but you want things to change. You want to understand, but you're having trouble getting to that point of the new good things coming in for you, and you just feel a little stuck and left out. Almost like you're just kind of floating along, trying to make sense of everything, but you're not seeing the positive good things coming in. So you're feeling a little poor me, a little why me, a little, you don't have a clear understanding of what the lesson is here to help you move forward, to help this Wheel of Fortune to turn in your favor. Okay, anything else with the angel deck that you can share with me for Taurus's mindset? Taurus's mindset. Queen of Water. So this does speak to a level of being very tenderhearted, very loving and caring. But I also want to remind you, Taurus, that this card speaks to not only caring for yourself, but others, and making sure that we don't give too much. Because sometimes when we give too much, we end up feeling here, right? We feel left out. We feel like we gave more than we got back. We're all up in our head about it, right? And you're wanting things to turn in your favor. You could even be wanting a relationship to go to the next level. But make sure that in that level of love and compassion that you also have love and compassion for yourself. And trust your intuition here. You're wanting a victory, but you're a little depressed about how things have gone. And it's almost like you want recognition for some of the care that you've put out there, some of the attention or love that you've given to other people. Please make sure in your mindset that you're not relying on that return. So the way that the universe works, we're not necessarily going to get the same energetic return from the people that we give it to. We can just be loving and compassionate where we can be, and make sure to fill our own cup of love first, to not expect anyone else to fill our cup, and to not feel emotionally drained and taken advantage of if we choose to give love and compassion or give nurturing to somebody that doesn't give it back, right? That was still our choice to give love and compassion where we could. Do not then place that responsibility of your happiness upon that person returning what you gave. It doesn't always happen that way. It's not always going to be the same person. We have to keep our heart open and allow for ourselves to easily receive and easily give. But that happens by filling your own cup of love. Not feeling like somebody left you out, now you're all in your head about it and you want things to change, or you want to understand why that person didn't show you the level of love that you showed them. Trust the energy someone gives you, right? So now you know for next time that if your cup isn't full, don't give your last drink of water to somebody that you know would not do the same for you. Right? So your mindset's right now is a little bit of feeling left out, a little bit of feeling like you didn't get back what you gave. But this is a lesson in itself, right? Advice for Taurus on this mindset. Success, which actually this is the same as the 6 of fire that showed up on the bottom of the angel deck for you just now. So feel good about yourself and knowing that you have this ability to be loving and compassionate and caring to other people, even if they don't return it, right? People will recognize your kind, loving spirit and your soul for who you are and what you do and the energy you put out there. You will have some form of success and recognition for all the loving energy that you give out. But please make sure it doesn't leave you feeling drained or taken advantage of, because that in itself is a borderline manipulative energy if we expect in return exactly what we give, right? From the same person, that is. The universe will work it out. Fill your own cup of love first. Feel good about yourself. Understand that it was a choice. If you did overgive to somebody here, understand that was a choice, right? And it's okay if you choose to do that. But don't hold it against that person. Just be grateful that you have that availability to give love where you can. All right, let's get a botanical inspiration for Taurus. Best message for Taurus and their mindset. Oh, Gerber Daisy. Purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. That was a good message. Okay. On to Gemini. Let's see for Gemini. What is Gemini's current mindset? Let's check up on our Gemini's mindset. Gemini's mindset. Show me Gemini's mindset, please. You got inner voice in the reverse. Friendliness and the source on the bottom. Gemini, is your inner voice telling you something that you're ignoring? Are you being too accommodating? Trying to be friendly and accommodating, but your inner voice is telling you to take care of yourself? Show me more for Gemini's mindset, please. Intensity. It's kind of like that 8 of Wands energy. Gemini, I think you guys are trying to be very patient right now. You're trying to be very friendly. You're showing up and showing out in a way that you need to with this intensity card here. But something about sharing and something about being too accommodating or giving too much of yourself, you're not listening to your inner voice and what they're trying to tell you. I think your inner voice is trying to tell you to have that level of intensity for yourself. Maybe quit giving it all away. Allow yourself to receive. Maybe some of my Geminis are in more of a masculine energy right now, and they're giving and not allowing themselves to receive. Show me more about Gemini's mindset here. What else can you share with me? Gemini's mindset, please. You got Knight of Water and the Moon. So you need to balance your emotions a little bit. But this is about, you being more with the Knight of Water. It's a very sweet energy that comes in, right? Very emotional, can be enthusiastic. Are you trying to be this Knight of Water for a lot of other people? And you're not necessarily listening to what you need. And then the Moon as well, which, release the fears that hold you back. You are good enough. You don't have to overgive in order to receive. And listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner voice. This is another thing that the Moon talks about. The Moon talks about, things behind the scenes and things that are soon to come to light. It can also talk about secrets and even deception. So are you deceiving yourself and thinking that you need to be this Knight of Water for other people? Gemini, I think you need to release any fears that you have about your own self-worth. I think you need to listen to what your inner voice is trying to tell you. Just because it's a good little checkup. What is Gemini's inner voice trying to say? What does Gemini need to listen to in their inner voice? What is the inner voice trying to say? That your conditioning is holding you back from making moves forward that are going to help you the most. And you're actually exhausting yourself from other people's energy. Yeah, you got conditioning, possibilities, exhaustion, and ordinariness. So I want you to see the beauty in ordinary everyday life. I also want you to see that you deserve downtime. I want you to see the possibilities that are in front of you and go for what's going to make you happy. Always include yourself in the equation. Because if you were conditioned to give more than receive, if you were conditioned to take care of other people, if you were conditioned to, look at how to benefit everyone else and put yourself on a back burner and exhaust yourself, and that's just ordinary, that's just part of life, right? If you were conditioned to think that way, then of course you're going along this path, exhausting yourself for other people. If you want the Wheel of Fortune to change and to turn in your favor, Gemini, you're going to need to listen to your inner voice, learn how to say no. If some of you don't know how to set your boundaries or learn how to say no, please make sure you do that. Because right now your mindset is telling you have to do all of these things for other people, but you're not listening to your inner voice and what the lesson is here in learning how to value your needs. Okay. Let's get a botanical inspiration. Highest message for Geminis and their mindset. Gloxinia. Love at first sight and proud spirit. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. So some of you may have someone coming in that wants to give to you, and you need to make sure that you're in a position to allow yourself to receive instead of overgiving and exhausting yourself and slowing your own progress. I get this feeling that this is someone that's going to come into your life that actually knows your worth. And they're not going to expect you to overgive. And that's going to feel off to you because of the way you've been conditioned to always overgive. Bottom of the deck is asters. Nature does not, so it's labeled elegance and patience. And that speaks a lot to, I think, some of the Geminis I'm talking to right now. If you have put others first and were conditioned to always, exhaust yourself to take care of other people, but you're not listening to your inner voice and what you need to do for yourself. The quote is a Lao Tzu quote. It's, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So make sure you start listening to what that inner voice is saying to you, Geminis. I think it's going to unlock something, and I think you're going to have an aha moment. And don't get upset at yourself for overgiving either, right? You're a loving person. That's what you chose to do. It's totally fine. Just make sure you include yourself in the equation and you start listening to and valuing your own needs. Okay? All right, Cancers. Cancer babies. What is the mindset for my Cancers? What is Cancer's mindset, please? Transformation and isolation, the outsider, and ripeness. So first you got transformation and isolation. And then you got outsider and ripeness. I'm getting this feeling for my Cancers that because of a major change, because of something sudden and totally out of the blue that happened, this could even be a major career change. This could be death of a loved one. This could be relationships ending, divorces. This could be any major transformation, any major death, any sudden change in your life that kind of makes you want to be left alone right now. And your mindset, because of the major thing that happened, it seems like you're kind of pushing people away a little bit and you just want to be left alone to grieve or to hermit, to crab, like the Cancers like to do, because of how you're handling your emotions right now. You're kind of pushing everyone away. And this outsider energy to ripeness, you're putting yourself on the outside. You're pushing people away. You're not wanting the support. It seems like you just kind of want to be left alone right now. But with the outsider to ripeness is like the the Nine of Pentacles. It's that pre-Empress kind of energy where everything it's ripe for the picking, that you are able to be good on your own and still enjoy life's little luxuries. And I think this is trying to say about your mindset right now that if you wanted support, or if you wanted to kind of get out of that grief state, that you should step back in to the circle, that you should allow yourself to grow from this situation, instead of completely isolating yourself and feeling left out or feeling upset. You can use this opportunity to help you grow even more. And, if you need to, take the time that you need to rest or to grieve. But make sure that you're not setting yourself back in your healing by not seeing all that you currently have going for yourself. Because you've got this ripeness here. So you've got a lot more going for yourself than you are probably giving yourself credit for. And you probably have a lot more people that want to be there for you than you're letting. All right, Angel Deck, what can you show me about Cancer's mindset? You got the Chariot, which is a Cancer card, which is about victory and two sides coming together. It's about moving forward. But then you got Four of Earth. Four of Earth also can be about holding on to the stability that you have, not wanting to give too much. It can be kind of a miserly energy, or it can be about being too frivolous. Some of you Cancers may, even though you're isolating, some of you may actually be helping someone less fortunate right now, helping them achieve something. But you did get your card, which is the Chariot, which can be a really important achievement in your life. As far as mindset goes, this speaks to self-discipline and willpower as well, about having two sides come together. So this might be an opportunity with this little checkup on your mindset, for you to actually see somebody else's perspective, so we can allow for two opposing sides to come together. But don't down on yourself. You're doing better than you think you are, right? You have this Nine of Earth with the ripeness here. It's almost like you don't see how well you actually are doing. Yeah. Any advice? Any advice for Cancers here? You got sharing and flowering. Sharing and flowering. So try not to completely isolate yourself here. Share some of your abundance with others. Help out where you can. And allow yourself in this, because you're in this pre-Empress kind of state, allow yourself to have this glow up. Allow yourself to flower. Allow yourself to heal and put yourself back out there. There's a whole nother chapter coming for you. So try not to allow this setback or this upset or this loss stop you from flowering in the way that the universe has planned for you. All right, botanical inspiration for Cancer. Highest message for Cancer? You got several of them. So you got the Gerber daisy again. Purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. And then you got the garden heliotrope, which says devotion and dreams fulfilled. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. It's an Eleanor Roosevelt quote. So believe in your dreams still and appreciate where you are currently and what you've already built for yourself. And then, share your gifts with the world and allow yourself to have this glow up instead of completely isolating yourself and then feeling left out. And then you got the sacred lotus, which is enlightenment. No mud, no lotus. So you couldn't have learned from this. You couldn't have had, you're not going to have as much success moving forward if you don't appreciate this transformation, this major upset that happened. There's something in what has happened to you recently, Cancer, or happened in your life recently, that there's a lesson in there, and there's something that's going to help you to appreciate your life and maybe help you appreciate your health, help you appreciate your family, your loved ones, your business, in any aspect. But appreciate where you are, because you have more than you're letting yourself believe, and you're isolating yourself instead of allowing yourself to share your gifts and level up. And then you also got crocus, which is cheerfulness. It is spring again. The earth is like a child that knows poems by heart. So that rebirth, right? And last for my Cancer babies, you got Venus Mallow, which is delicate, fleeting beauty. When life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. So appreciate what you have. Share your gifts. Even if you are feeling like you're wanting to isolate because of this major thing that happened, you're going to be able to help other people right now and help yourself at the same time. Okay. Ooh, good luck with that one, Cancer. Let's go on to Leo. What do we have for Leo? Let's see. Okay, Leo. What is Leo's mindset? Let's check in on Leo's mindset. For Leo, please. Leo's mindset, please. Creativity. All right. I like that start. With the source on the bottom, thunderbolt underneath that, and sorrow underneath that, breakthrough underneath that, spiritual guidance underneath that. Okay. Leo, you guys may have just been through a very upsetting, very sad, sorrowful time that it took you connecting with source. It took you looking at your needs and who you are as a person. It took you getting a little bit of guidance, whether that be from friends, family members, or spiritual mentors. But now you have this mindset of creativity and making, and creating the best for yourself moving forward, despite something recently that was very upsetting. Tell me more about Leo's mindset. Morality, choosing to do what's right, not stooping to someone else's level, moving forward in your life in a way to where you can be proud of yourself and really creating the life that you want. This might have been a hard decision for you to try to be the bigger person here, but congratulations, Leo, for doing that. Show me more about Leo's mindset. Show me more about Leo's mindset, please. 4 of air. So maybe taking your heart out of it a little bit and, focusing on the rest that you need so you can move forward. Allowing yourself to, to meditate in order to provide answers for what's going on, and taking a creative approach, yet still taking a very moral high road in this. Also, Queen of Air on the bottom. So that can have to do with a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. However, I'm getting this sensation for Leo that you're going to use your experience from the major upset that happened recently. You're going to use your experience moving forward to kind of clear the things away in your life that don't need to be there. Looking at what you want for your life and clearing away the things that don't serve you on this path moving forward. Looking at what you deserve in your life and knowing your worth. Okay. Advice? Any advice for Leo in this mindset? Ahaha. Okay. Leo, you might want to spend some time being alone. You got clinging to the past, which can be about being upset that things didn't turn out the way that you wanted them to. The aspect of, being depressed or upset that what you thought was going to turn out a certain way didn't turn out that way, and holding on to that hurt instead of letting yourself completely heal. So right after clinging to the past, you got consciousness. So this speaks to our intuition as well as that meditative time that we can really look at what's right for us and what we can learn from what didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. Bottom of the deck, you have aloneness. So spend some time alone with your thoughts. Reflect on that past situation so you can completely heal from it. And then use your morality and your creativity to, boost yourself forward on the path that's right for you. Let's get a botanical inspiration for Leo. Highest message for Leo and their mindset. You got Coreopsis, always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. Then you got Phlox, unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius. Whew, these messages speak a lot to what we just saw here for Leo. You know, especially with that aspect of major grief that happened and then you choosing to stay on a high moral ground. You taking that time for yourself to be in harmony with yourself, regardless of what others choose to do, is going to speak volumes. Then you got Nasturtium, victory and conquest. Ooh, this is a good one. Listen up, Leos. Listen to this quote. It's a Lao Tzu quote. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. Remember, Leo, the only thing we can control is our response. No matter what, major upset happened, no matter what someone else has done that hurt you, you can only control your response. And know your worth and choose to be a good person moving forward. Ooh, okay, Leo. Good luck with that, you guys. On to my Virgos. On to Virgo. Okay. What is the mindset for Virgo? Happy birthday, Virgos, by the way. For Virgo. Mindset for Virgo, please. Some of you Virgos feel a little alone, but you want to have more fun, like you want to be playful, but you're feeling like the people around you are boring. Some of you even have the mindset that you have more fun when you're alone because other people just create drama in your life. So there's that for some of you. But the mindset I got here was aloneness and playfulness. I think a lot of you do want to bring more playfulness into your life. You want to get out there. It's your birthday season. You want to have fun. But some of you may just feel kind of alone or don't feel like you have fun friends, or maybe you feel like no one really planned anything for your birthday. And so you're like wanting to get out there and play, but then you're just feeling kind of alone. Like, what do I have to plan everything on my own? I might as well just have fun on my own, right? You just go celebrate my birthday in a corner over here somewhere, right? Tell me more for Virgo's mindset. Letting go. So this is about walking away from things that no longer serve you, finding meaning in your life. So yeah, maybe some of you do have that mindset of like, no, I want to let go of the drama, the BS. I want to let go of, my hermit mode and I want to get out there and have more fun, right? Being positive and knowing that you are protected should help you let go here too. I really get the sensation that you guys are wanting to get out and have more fun and have like your friends surprise you with something, but they've planned nothing. And some of you are just like, I'll just be alone then on my birthday, right? Please don't pity party. Please go have fun. Please allow yourself that playful energy. Because it does look like you want to have a good time. But something's like putting you in a dark corner. Tell me more for Virgo's mindset here. You got Queen of Water and the Moon. So you got Queen of Water and the Moon. With the Knight of Earth on the bottom, which is that stable movement forward, loyal, dedicated, someone that honors their commitments. I think some of you might be having a hard time keeping your heart open right now. Like feeling a little bit like you fear getting hurt. You want to get out. You want to have more fun. You want to let go and release the fears that are holding you back. But something about this Queen of Water here is telling me that you're not necessarily... I think there's someone that's going to come in soon. They may already be a part of your life, but someone's going to surprise you with something very loving. And you're not expecting it. But someone is going to surprise you with something very loving. But I think, Virgo, you're having some trouble keeping your heart open right now. Advice for Virgo? Man, a lot of people are getting this card today. The Outsider, Ripeness, and the Lovers. So that's a Gemini card there with the Lovers. But Virgo, as far as advice goes, if you want to get out and have more fun, go do it. You can go do it on your own. You can meet new people. You have a choice in love, right? You can choose to be loving. You can choose to give your love. You can choose to receive love. But what this speaks to me as advice has a lot to do with not stopping yourself, not saying that you don't have the option, because you do. So you're doing pretty well on your own. Don't hold yourself outside of a function or pity party, poor me about anything in your life. If you want to be more playful, if you want to get out, if you want to meet more people, if you want new friends even, go do it. Don't feel upset because if it's not where you think you are right now, because things are ripe for the picking, right? You have this pre-Empress energy with this ripeness here. And this is about enjoying life's little luxuries of being single. So allow yourself to go have fun and go be playful and know that you have a choice to give and receive love. All right. Let's see. Botanical inspiration for Virgo. Highest message for Virgo. Show me the highest message here for Virgos and their current mindset. So many people have gotten this one too. You got the Gerber daisy. So purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. The present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. So that seems like one of the best messages for everyone's mindset right now is, just that aspect of each moment is filled with joy. And if we choose to be grateful for where we are, if we choose to see the joy, if we choose to feel happy, it's there for us. So that slight shift in perspective and that slight shift in mindset of paying attention to the joy and the love and the happiness around us and around where we can see it is going to be crucial for your mindset and your highest good. And then you also got peony, prosperity and compassion. Prosperity depends more on wanting what you have than on having what you want. So that aspect of appreciating where you are, what you have, being grateful so that we can invite in more beautiful abundance with love and friendships and, money, whatever floats your boat there. Okay, on to Libra. Do Libra. Okay, Libra. Show me Libra's mindset. Libra's mindset, please. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys, especially if you like the mindset checkups. Okay. Libra's mindset. Show me Libra's mindset. The rebel and comparison. So the rebel card in the Osho Zen Tarot deck reminds me of the Emperor. Just look at this. And comparison. So Libra, I feel like you had to do something that was against the norm, that was like not the way that other people may have done things. By comparison, you would be considered a rebel kind of mindset here. But I feel like you were listening to your inner voice and what made you go against the norm, what made you go against what was considered traditional. And you had to put a stop to things, or you had to go a different way, or you had to... there was something inside of you that made you feel like you had to rebel against traditional norm. Yeah. Show me more for the mindset here for Libra. existence. Bottom of the deck is healing. So you had to believe there was something better for you than the situation that you were in. And you may have been comparing your situation or yourself to others, but your mindset right now was one of you had to stand your ground. You had to believe that there was something better for you than where you currently were or what you were currently doing in order to heal. Like you rebelling, you going against what was considered traditionally acceptable is actually going to help you heal. Yeah, show me more with the angel deck here for Libra's mindset. Knight of Fire and 10 of Fire. You might have been, or you might be super stressed out. And there was a sudden event or a sudden ending or there was something that you had to act quickly on before it continued going down that road or before it got too late. There was something you were involved in or something that you were doing that was actually just burdening you. It was too much work and it was causing you to have stress-related health conditions and your life was out of balance. And you had to take immediate action before it got too late. So you had to rebel. You had to go a different route. But the rebel is also a leader, right? So you had to take power back for yourself in your own life to make sure that you were going down the route that was best for you. Bottom of the deck here is balance. Waiting for perfect timing, balancing things, everything in moderation. This rebelliousness was kind of out of self-awareness of you looking at what you needed to do for yourself. And you may have gone against the grain or hurt a few people, but you had to do it in order to remain positive about the rest of your life. Anything else you can show me as far as show me advice for Libra here with this mindset? Ripeness. 9 of Pentacles again. This has come up several times in these readings for mindset. Ripeness is a pre-Empress energy. It's also about being good on your own. And the rebel, with the rebel card here, the rebel knows that they're fine going against the grain. They're good on their own. It's also about being single with the ripeness card here. Enjoying life's little luxuries and really enjoying the moment and creating the life that you want and not necessarily following suit with the life that you had set up for yourself thus far. It's okay to change your mind, right? If you are going down a certain path and you decide, hold on, wait a minute, this is not going to make me happy. You had to look at that a little closer and make a decision to get out of that or make a decision to make adjustments so it would lead to a much happier life for you. And you may even be telling yourself, that you are that you may be telling yourself it wasn't okay for you to rebel. But I know the sensation I'm getting here is that you know deep down that it was 100% okay for you to rebel against the norm here, because your happiness means more than tradition. You know, we do what we got to do. But in order for you to remain positive about the rest of your life, you had to change something. And that's okay. You know, even better late than never kind of thing if you're going to be miserable. Whew. All right. Highest message, highest inspirational message for Libras here. Primrose. Youthful love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. So I'm getting this message right now for some Libras that maybe had to walk away from a youthful love. Maybe it wasn't right for them in the long run, but they still love that person, and it was right at the time. And it was who they were supposed to share this youthful love with. But it wasn't necessarily what they saw for themselves in the long run. Then you also got clematis, intelligence and mental beauty. Wisdom is the abstract of the past, but beauty is the promise of the future. All right, Libras, you go live your best life, okay? You do what you can to not hurt other people intentionally, but when it comes right down to it, you make sure that you include yourself in the equation of happiness, right? And make sure not to focus on somebody else to validate you or to make you happy, because you know that comes from within. All right, Scorpios. On to Scorpio. Okay, show me the mindset for Scorpio. Oh my gosh. So, right away you got awareness in the reverse. So there's that. And then you got existence and trust in the upright. And then you got totality and ripeness in the upright. There's that ripeness card again. Are you not letting yourself see the truth? Are you blinding yourself? Like, it's almost like you want to be positive and you want to take this leap of faith, but you're not even seeing how it's possible. Like, you're foreseeing there's some level of stress and struggle with feeling good on your own. But you're not seeing completely, you're not completely aware of all of the good things that you have going for you. Like, almost like you're in a lack mentality of that you're not enough or you don't have enough, or there would be some form of struggle. to be able to enjoy life on your own, like you wish for it, you hope for, this sense of feeling good on your own. You want to be able to take this leap of faith, but you're seeing that there's some form of struggle, some competition or struggle or fight or stress around being good on your own. You're not letting yourself truly see yourself for who you are. You're not giving yourself the credit you deserve here either, Scorpio. You're coming from more of a lack mentality, and your mindset is almost like not wanting to see yourself for who you really are. Are you hiding something about yourself that you're not sure you can even let out? Like you feel like there would be some level of struggle if you did try to live your life the way you wanted it to? You want it to? You want to? Yeah. Some of you have a lack mentality here of not appreciating yourself completely, not truly seeing all that you're capable of, not truly feeling good on your own. And there's this lack of awareness. It's like you're lying to yourself. I feel like you don't realize what you deserve. Like you know that you deserve to be happy, right? If nothing else, we all deserve that. So I think mindset-wise, you're blocking yourself here from truly what you deserve, and you're not letting yourself see all that you have to offer and how stable and good you would be on your own. It's almost like there's a piece of you that so desperately wants to get out, and you're like locking it away. All right, Angel Deck, what can you tell me about Scorpio's mindset, please? 7 of Water. Confusing decisions, complex decisions. Emperor on the bottom. I think you need to stop procrastinating because you're holding yourself back from living your life. I don't know how else to say it. Keep looking into what you want and how to make it happen in your life. Okay. Advice for Scorpio in this mindset. You got breakthrough on the bottom. Okay. So clear the clutter, Scorpio. Quit blocking yourself. Quit thinking you're not good enough. Quit thinking you don't deserve this beautiful life for yourself because you do. And the advice here was projections and past lives. So if you're projecting onto your current life, maybe struggles that you never quite got through in your past lives, it's not going to fare well for you in this lifetime either, right? If you're projecting that things are going to fail, or if you're projecting that you're not enough, then if you're putting that energy out there, then that's all that the universe can bring you is lack, struggle, things not coming together the way that you want them to, because you're not presenting the energy for that to come together. So we've got to adjust that mindset there, right? Okay, give me the highest inspirational message for Scorpio, please. Bellflower, which is gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. You got this, Scorpio. See yourself for who you truly are. Don't hide yourself away. And don't knock what's meant for you as if you don't deserve it. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see for Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius mindset? Sagittarius mindset, please. For Sagittarius, please, what is their mindset? You got the Mind card, which look at that scattered mess. That person's frazzled, right? You got Traveling, which is indicative of the Eight of Wands here. The Fool, and Ordinariness. Okay. I think your mindset, Sagittarius, is you kind of want to break out of your own mind. Like there's so much going on. You're sick of beating yourself up over and 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 over again in your own head. You just want to get away. You just want to travel, take a leap of faith, and get out of the ordinary. You want the extraordinary. You want success. You want recognition. You want victory. You want the new adventures. You want to get out of the ordinary, but your mind is so boggled and stressed and you're tired of it. Yeah. Your mindset is restless. That's a better word. You're restless. You want to get out. You want to do things. You want to get away from the ordinary, mundane BS. You want to have a new adventure and take a new leap of faith. But you're not sure how to get out of your mind or to break out of the ordinary cycle. Okay. Angel deck, what can you show me about Saggy's mindset? The Star and the Ace of Water with the Two of Air on the bottom. And underneath that, the Six of Fire. Okay, so you want all of these positive, optimistic, things to come in. You want this cup of love. You want to have hope and faith. You want to focus on positive long-term goals. You want to focus on positive outcomes. You want to get out of your head. And the Two of Air and the Mind card are both mental fuckery, right? You want to travel. You want to take a leap of faith. You want to get out of the ordinary. You want these happy times, right? Your mindset right now is all about new and positive and happy things. And it's like you're sick of your own mental anguish. You are. You're sick of the ordinary. You're sick of your own mental anguish. I mean, Sagittarians love to travel. They love new things. So this makes sense. You want to be on the right path to do things that bring adventure and joy into your life. You don't want the mental anguish or the mundane day-to-day things that have kept you stuck and stale. Okay. Anything else for advice with Osho Zen? You got the Innocence card in the reverse for advice. So use your experience, Sag. You know what you need to do. Be mature and think about how you've handled things and think about how you can use those experiences to create the life you want. Yep. All right. Highest inspirational message for Sagittarius. Well. You got anemone, which isn't this funny? It's anticipation. I felt like an arrow pulled back and ready to be launched into something big. Which kind of just explains what your mindset is right now. And then you got hyacinth, which is playfulness. Play is the royal road to childhood, happiness, and adult brilliance. And you also got sweet pea, which is blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. It seems like you're on the right path with what you're thinking, Sagittarius. So make sure to set this up correctly for yourself so you can have this adventure. Bring more fun back into your life. Because you want it, but you're just kind of tired of where you're at. So make changes. All right. On to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. I'm going to have to pause this in a second, but I will come back and finish. I was hoping to get all the way through, but I got to Capricorn, so, not too shabby. Okay. Mindset for Capricorn, please. Show me Capricorn's mindset. Capricorn's mindset, please. We got letting go in the reverse. So is there something you're holding on to, Cappies? Oh, God. Yeah, there is. Then you got guilt. We are the world. And suppression. There's something you feel guilty about and there's emotions that you're suppressing that are not letting you close out a cycle. It's not letting you let go of something that you need to let go of for your best interest, for your highest good. So your mindset is currently suppressing your true emotions, not allowing you to close a cycle. You're holding on and you're beating yourself up. So whatever you're feeling guilty about, just know that it's okay to express your emotions and not to put yourself down for having emotions, not to put yourself down for what you've had to do in your life to survive or how things have gone, right? We can always be grateful and we can always learn lessons from all of our experiences, but holding on to the pain or holding on to the guilt or holding on to people or past experiences and not letting go doesn't allow for you to have new cycles begin. It doesn't allow for the universe to bring in these beautiful new blessings for you. Yeah. You're in a stagnant mindset and you're beating yourself up and you're suppressing your true emotions and you're blocking yourself from moving forward right now. Okay. Anything else that the angel deck can share? Capricorn's mindset. The world on the bottom. For your mindset too. So you're like, what should I invest in? How should I use my experience to like close out this other cycle and move on into the next cycle? But what came out was the Hermit and the Two of Water. So during this time of meditation and discovery for yourself, you're still holding on and you're still suppressing. So you haven't necessarily spent enough time in the right way to discover what lesson needs to be learned and what needs to be healed here. And then with the Two of Water, I think you might be spending a lot of time thinking about a soulmate that it didn't work out with, or a relationship that you wanted it to grow, you wanted it to be this beautiful thing and it didn't become that. And so you're having a hard time letting that go. You're hermiting yourself and spending time alone and thinking, but I'm not sure it's healing you. I think you're allowing yourself to have a negative thought pattern cyclically. But there will be a positive resolution to this. Think about the way that you are meditating, though. Are you using negative self-talk? Are you beating yourself up? Are you not allowing yourself to express your emotions? Do you not find your emotions to be valid or valuable? Because they are. Get to that nitty-gritty, dirty, nasty, painful, shitty, fucking horrible feeling of shadow work, right? You're on this precipice of healing right now, but you're allowing a negative thought pattern and you're allowing suppression and guilt. And so you're still not learning and closing out a cycle. You're just torturing yourself. So make sure that if you are in a time of meditation, that you're actually speaking to yourself positively and that you're actually doing the heart shadow work instead of allowing yourself to continuously repeat the same cycle and making yourself just absolutely miserable. Give me advice for Capricorn on this mindset. You need to have a transformation, a spiritual death and rebirth. And you might want to travel or put yourself kind of out there a little bit, right? Experience something new to break the repetitive thought process. So you need to have some form of spiritual transformation, a death rebirth cycle. And you may want to travel. This may be about talking to people as well. Quick messages, hasty communication. Maybe this means that you need to take a walk outside, even if you're not traveling far. You know, I live in Arizona, so we can always just drive to the mountains. I could get there in 15 minutes, you know. Maybe you just need to take a walk when it's cool outside, not in the heat of the day, and scream or speak your truth or get it out of your body. But allow yourself to have some level of transformation here that's going to break the cycle that you're in. That's going to break the repetitive thought process that you're in right now, because you're not truly healing in the current mindset. You're trying to, and you're telling yourself you are, but you're not. If you guys need a personal reading, please reach out. I'm going to get you guys an inspiration. Highest message for Capricorn, please. You got Dahlia, which is dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. Good luck, Capricorn. All right, Aquarius. So, Osho Zen. Show me Aquarius's mindset. Aquarius's mindset, please. Aquarius's mindset. Change, which is the Wheel of Fortune. What else can you show me for Aquarius mindset? Okay. You got card 6, which is the Dream. This is similar to the 6 of Cups with that nostalgic type of energy, dreaming, longing. And then you got Friendliness, similar to the 2 of Cups here. And Rebirth, which is card 10. Bottom of the deck is Sorrow. So, as far as your mindset goes, Aquarius, some of you Aquarians may be wanting a rebirth, a reconnection with somebody in particular from your past. You're kind of romanticizing the past and dreaming about, you know, the connection that you had with somebody, and you're kind of wanting that to restart. You're wanting this change for the better, but make sure that you're not remembering someone. So when we remember people, we often remember them from our perspective at that point. But you've changed since then, right? You've grown as a person, and how you may perceive them now, and hopefully they've changed and grown too, right? How you may perceive them now may be a lot different than how you perceived them or desired them at one point in your life. So please make sure that you don't jump into something from your past, especially if that was meant to be a short period of time in your life, and then moving on from that. But as far as your mindset goes, I think you're wanting change, and you're wanting like fortune to favor you in regards to a reconnection or a rebirth from someone in your past. You're really wanting this. You're dreaming about it. You're fantasizing about it, reminiscing about, a connection that you may have had with someone. You might have thought this person was even the one that got away, kind of thing. But you're wanting this reconnection. You're wanting this rebirth. This could even be wanting a rebirth within your own life for maybe the way things used to be, like when things were simpler, wanting things to get easier again for you. So some of you, may have gone through rough patches and you're nostalgic and thinking about how things used to be and wanting that again. The connection with friends, the connection with family, something along those lines. But some of you straight up are wanting a reconnection, and you've got a lot of hope riding on a reconnection with somebody. Okay. Angel deck, what else can you tell me about the mindset for Aquarius? King of Air. So King of Air is very professional, diplomatic, impartial. King of Air speaks their mind with confidence. This also can be about seeking out professional advice. So like lawyers, things like that. But really what I like to look at with King of Air is balancing mental and emotional considerations, right? Using your experience, being very impartial, and being able to not just go gung-ho on something with your heart only, but also using your heart and not being completely cold and only using logic, right? So it's that balance of mental and emotional. So with that being said, mindset-wise, make sure that you don't have rose-colored glasses on for what you miss about somebody or a situation. Be grateful for where you are, the lessons that you've learned in the meantime, even if some of those lessons were harsh, right? This person, these people, whomever we're referencing here, were meant to be in your life. They may not have been meant to be in your life forever, but at that time when they were in your past, they were meant to be in your life at that point in time. Give me advice here for Aquarius's mindset. Inner voice, so listen to your inner voice. Okay, you've got control, experiencing, which is kind of like that Three of Wands, and stress. Now, some stress can be good, right? That's how we make things grow. Even bones don't even grow unless you put stress on bone, right? Unless you're using your body. Unless I, use my muscles and the muscles attached to the tendons, attached to the bone, right? So the stress on bone allows it to grow, just like stress on people can allow us to grow and flourish. And that's why everything's in balance, right? So your advice here about using your inner voice and listening to your inner voice, then it goes into control and experience and stress. I think this is kind of trying to remind you about being able to control your emotions with heart and head, right? Not just fantasizing, romanticizing, and being nostalgic about something from the past. And maybe you're only remembering the good times, right? But you're not taking into consideration all of your experience since then, as well as all of the experiences that made up that relationship and the stress that went into that as well, right? Anything else for advice here? Projections. You may be projecting the good memories and the nostalgia on this person or on this situation or in your own mind and not remembering all the experiences, not remembering, what you went through. So your mindset, you do want something from the past, whether it be a simpler time or an old romance, something like that, someone that you considered a friend or a soulmate. You do want a rebirth situation in your mindset. You want this to turn in your favor. But your advice here is to listen to your inner voice and to not project what you've romanticized about the past, to look at controlling heart and head and be able to use your experiences, right, to balance everything out and to have a proper amount of stress, to look at it from what you can learn from that situation and not necessarily revisit the same thing, right? Oh, so look at some of the cycles that you may even be repeating for yourself. And because by recognizing what you're projecting and recognizing what you could have learned from certain situations, looking at what you've experienced to make changes in your life for the better, then the wheel of fortune can turn in your favor, right? But if you are repeating cycles and seeing things through rose-colored glasses or not balancing head and heart, you may be repeating some of the same cycles. So be careful with that. Highest inspirational message for Aquarius. We got Primrose again. This showed up for, was it Leo or Libra? One of those, Leo or Libra, got this. I think it was Libra. But Primrose, which is youthful love. If I had a single flower for every time I think of you, I could walk forever in my garden. So you definitely have someone from your past on your mind you're wanting a rebirth with, but you're seeing them from how you felt about them before. But remember that you've had a lot of experience since then. And you've learned since then, and hopefully they've learned things about themselves and they've grown as a person since then as well. So make sure you're not projecting that nostalgia onto that current situation or that current person. And then you also got Tulip, which is friendship and gratitude. Let us be grateful for the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Very nice. Okay. We're going to go on into Pisces now. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, you guys. And we'll get Pisces going in just 1 second. Hello, my beautiful Pisceans. We are rounding the midweek mindset checkup from DocHawks. Rounding that out with our Pisces. So please show me, what is Pisces mindset? What is the mindset of my Pisces? My Pisces. Mindset for Pisces, please. Okay. You got the Lovers, friendliness, ordinariness, and you got trust in the reverse. So I think for the Pisces right now, you have the option, you have a choice in love. You have a choice to give love, show love, and help a relationship to go stronger with some level of soulmate or soul family. Could even be an actual family member. You have an option to help a relationship grow. You have an option to give love and have a positive resolution. You have this option, this choice to appreciate the ordinary, right? To put the work in, to make sure that a relationship can grow, that conflicts will be resolved. But you have this choice in love. And this choice in sharing love throughout ordinary circumstances, giving compassion where you can. And I think for a lot of you Pisces, even if you do choose to show love and compassion and to give love and compassion, I'm not sure you trust this other person or the situation, or even if you trust yourself for wanting to still give love and compassion to them. It is a beautiful thing, Pisces, to keep your heart open and to show compassion to other people, to try to gain the perspective of understanding of where they're coming from. And yes, of course, know your worth, hold your boundaries, don't let yourself overgive, don't let yourself be taken advantage of or manipulated. But when you understand who someone is or how someone is, or you try to understand their perspective, and even if you don't necessarily always agree with the things that they choose to do, if you choose to give love and compassion to them or that situation, that is an absolutely beautiful thing. And I commend you for choosing to be a loving, caring human being. It takes a lot of strength of character, strength of spiritual heightened awareness to take yourself out of something enough to still show love to somebody. It's not about your ego. It's not about, if somebody's done you wrong or if they've done someone else wrong that you care about. It's about the sheer appreciation for that person, what they're going through, and still choosing to be loving and empathetic towards their plight, their situation. So you got here the Lovers, friendliness, ordinariness, and trust in the reverse. It's almost like you're walking on eggshells with somebody, but still choosing to appreciate the small things and still choosing to, give love and compassion to a situation. All right, Angel deck. What else can you show me about Pisces mindset? 5 of Water. So a little disappointed about how something turned out. Maybe not completely seeing the positive in a situation, as well as 10 of Fire, which is being burdened, being stressed, things being out of balance, too much work. So make sure that you do accept help from others where you can. People want to support you. And especially if this is like you're choosing to give love to somebody or a situation, or, appreciate where they're coming from, even if you don't trust it, that might be where this 5 of Water is coming in, right? It's stressing you out even more that you're not seeing the positive completely in this situation. Still look at the 2 cups that are upright, right? Still focus on the positive, still focus on what you can be grateful for. And what you can appreciate about this person, right? What did we learn from them? What did we learn about ourselves? What can I appreciate about all the times this person maybe was there for me in the way they knew how to be, right? So it's like you're still choosing to give love somewhat, but you don't trust it, and you're not completely seeing the positive, and the whole situation's stressing you out. Pisces, baby. You are spiritually growing from this situation, though. You are. But please don't let yourself stress out over this, over it not turning out the way you wanted it to, or over the fact that some things just didn't work out. Even if it wasn't for you, even if it was for other people around you that it didn't work out for. Don't take on burdens that aren't yours, right? And you can appreciate each and every person for who they are and what they bring to the table. And what you can't necessarily get beyond, you can learn from, right? You can still choose not to be a certain way, right? Like even if we learn what not to do, or even if we learn like, oh, wow, that's triggering me because it's something I've struggled with, right? We often will be triggered by people or actions or behaviors in general that we sometimes fear that we exhibit that. So it'll bother us in somebody else, right? Especially when you look at some of your conditioning, the way that you were conditioned to believe, conditioned to feel, the way you were brought up, the way you were taught to think. If you were conditioned a certain way, and then you grow and you learn more about life, more about yourself and other people, and then those little tendencies that you haven't completely healed, maybe you don't even realize you still have them, but those are the same things that start to trigger you and when you see it in other people. So take a look at that for yourself too. And look at the positive in the situation and where you can gain perspective and where you can choose to give love and compassion. And try not to take on burdens that aren't yours, because it is going to stress you out. I don't want that for you, my lovely Pisces. Okay, advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. The source. So the source, this often reminds me of root and sacral chakra. So that aspect of feeling grounded, feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling like you belong, knowing that you belong and that you have a place in this world. Also, valuing your needs, Pisces. Are you giving a lot of love to a situation or somebody, and you're trying to appreciate things even though you don't like the way it turned out, you're stressed out from everything that's going on, you don't really trust the situation? Go back within and feel grounded. Tap back in with source. Stick those feet straight into the earth, right? Pull that energy up. Release what doesn't serve you and pull good, new, restorative energy from the earth. And as you release or shake it out or send it back to the earth, whatever your grounding techniques are, as you release, know that that energy is it's not destroyed, right? It is recycled for a better use. And then you have a consistent source as well to pull from. And this really reminds me of that aspect of the sacral chakra as well, and valuing your needs. What does Pisces need? Right? Not just what other people need from you. What does Pisces need? What does Pisces deserve? Include yourself in the equation, because this current mindset of you're choosing to give love, but you don't trust it, and you're just burdening yourself and taking a bunch on, even though you're upset as well because it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. So you may just need to recognize that some of that you've taken on isn't your burden to carry. right? And you can still choose to give love and appreciate a situation or appreciate someone for who they are without necessarily needing to expect it to be any different than what it is, right? Give me the highest inspirational message for Pisces. Please make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Highest inspirational message for Pisces. Pink rose. Grace and sweetness. The pursuit of perfection, then, is the pursuit of sweetness and light. Some of you guys, are you pursuing perfection? Right? Pink rose. That would make sense if you're trying to be everything for everyone. Trying to give love, help mend relationships, be grateful at the same time, but you're taking on too much of other people's burdens. I personally struggle with that myself, Pisces, so no bad on you. I get it. But make sure that if you choose to give love, you fill your cup up first, that you don't have expectations of people, and that if things don't work out the way that you wanted them to, just know that they worked out exactly the way they were supposed to. Okay. The only thing we can control is our response. And if you choose to take on other people's burdens and you choose to stress yourself out, that is still your choice. So, all right. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys had a great time with me this evening. This was your midweek mindset checkup with DocHawks. If you like this topic, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can always leave me a little comment saying, hey, I like this style. Do this more often. And that's what we'll do. If you want a personal reading, please check the description box and you can email me directly. All right, you guys, go do something good for yourself today. Bye.